Birds seem to be everywhere. They are found throughout the world, and they add color as well as beautiful sound for all to enjoy. They are found on mountaintops, in deserts, jungles, and even in the Antarctic. Birds are warm-blooded. That means they keep their bodies at a constant temperature, even when the surrounding air or water has a higher or lower temperature. Birds are also vertebrates, which means they have a backbone. One reason birds are able to fly is that their bones are filled with air, making them very lightweight. Birds lay eggs, like reptiles, but unlike reptiles, adult birds take care of their young. The male and female birds bring food back to the nest to feed the young. Young birds are completely helpless. The largest egg, weighing about 4 pounds, is laid by the ostrich. The smallest egg is the hummingbird's. It weighs 1/50th of an ounce. It would take over 3,000 hummingbird eggs to equal the weight of one ostrich egg. It might seem that the thing that separates birds from other animals is the fact that most birds fly. But insects also fly. No, the thing that makes birds special in the animal world is the fact that they have feathers. No other animal has feathers. The feathers provide warmth for birds and are designed for flight. Notice the feathers are hollow. This makes the feathers very lightweight. The broad feathers on the wings are like paddles used against the air when the bird flies. These feathers have little barbs on them that hook together and provide the needed strength. Birds spend a lot of time cleaning and arranging their feathers. This is called preening. Soft body feathers called down provide warmth for the bird. These fluffy feathers are found under the broad feathers. A small bird has about 2,000 feathers, while a large bird like a goose may have as many as 25,000. Birds lose and replace their feathers during the year. This is called molting. Some birds, such as penguins and ostriches, can't fly. But penguins are good swimmers, and ostriches can run as fast as a horse. Some birds, like ducks and pelicans, are good swimmers and good flyers. To keep their feathers waterproof, pelicans use their beaks to spread an oil over their feathers. This oil is released from a special gland on their backs. While speaking of pelicans, look at the special feet they have. These feet are webbed to allow the pelicans and other water birds to swim quickly through the water. The feet on this woodpecker are made for climbing. The sharp claws can dig into the bark of a tree so the bird can peck away for food. Birds that feed on other animals need claws that can grasp, rip, and tear into the food they catch. These are powerful claws. Birds that perch on tree branches need claws to help them grip the branch. They have 3 toes in front and one that curves around the back of the branch. The bird's own body weight is used to tighten the toes around the branch. This makes it possible for the bird to sleep while perching. Some birds, like this heron, have long legs and feet that spread out for sure footing as they wade out into the water to hunt for food. The knees of this heron are actually designed to move backwards so the bird can easily bend into the water. While we are watching the heron, notice the long beak he has. This beak is designed to catch fish. The heron actually uses his sword-like beak to stab a fish, and then he throws the fish into the air and catches it in his open beak, swallowing it whole. The pelican has an unusual beak. Under his large beak is a pouch used to carry and store fish as he flies back to shore. The woodpecker's beak is used to break through bark to get at insects. His beak is hard and strong. This beak is used for tearing. The beaks of many birds are designed for picking up grain or seeds, or for catching insects. Birds of the parrot family use their beaks to help with climbing or to hang from a perch. Parrots also have a special kind of tongue that enables them to talk. Birds don't have hands, so they use their beaks to do a number of things, such as picking up food, catching food, building a nest, and preening their feathers. Birds don't have teeth, which means they must swallow their food without chewing. The eyes of birds are also interesting. Usually there is an eye on each side of the head, so the bird can even see behind itself, making it hard for enemies to sneak up on it. The owl, however, has eyes more like ours, both in front. So the owl has a special ability and can turn its head almost completely around. Most birds don't have outside ears. They hear sound through little holes that are covered by feathers. Their hearing is very good. Birds don't have teeth. Instead, they have a gizzard. The gizzard is where food is broken up. You may have seen birds taking gravel or sand into their beaks. The sand or gravel is used in the gizzard to help grind up the food. The first birds did have teeth. This is a fossil of a prehistoric bird. It had teeth and claws at the end of its wings. It is believed that birds evolved or developed from prehistoric reptiles. You can see the scales still present on birds' legs. Reptiles have scales like these. Like reptiles, birds lay eggs. Most birds build nests to protect the eggs and the young birds. Different kinds of birds build different kinds of nests. The ability to build a special type of nest is something birds are born with. Nests might be made of leaves, twigs, and even feathers. Some nests are made of mud. Some nests are hidden in trees, while others are built on the ground. Birds seem to be happy to build nests wherever they can find some safety. However, sometimes they make poor choices. Some sparrows tried to build a nest on top of this electric garage door machine. Not a very good idea. Birds choose a territory or area that they will live in. The male tries to keep other male birds away and then sings to attract a female. Then the two birds build a nest. Birds are very active and need a lot of energy, so they eat a lot. A great deal of time is spent looking for food. Much of the time a bird is awake is spent in this search. Some birds migrate great distances at different times of the year. For instance, Arctic terns fly 20,000 miles in a single year. Many birds have very colorful feathers. Often the male bird is the one with the fanciest feathers. This is probably to attract the attention of a mate. For protection, many birds have colors that help them blend in with their surroundings. This is called protective coloration. Even the color of birds' eggs often blends in with their surroundings. Penguins look like patches of rock and snow. Look how well these seagulls blend in with the rocks around them. These baby birds are hard to find hidden among the rocks. Some birds can be taught tricks that they perform on command.
Bye. Say it again. Bye. Say bye. Bye.
Birds are an important part of the world of nature. They brighten up our lives with song and graceful flight. The world would be a very different place without them. This is a picture of a dodo bird. Dodo birds are extinct, which means there are no more living dodo birds. They all died off long ago. We only have models and pictures to remember them by. There are other birds that are in danger of becoming extinct. The bald eagle is a bird on the endangered species list. People have caused problems for this beautiful bird. Forests where bald eagles built their nests have been cleared, and sometimes poisons used to control insect pests get into the food of eagles, causing them harm. We must be careful not to do things that can bring harm to our friends the birds. Remember, birds may be the closest living relatives to the mighty dinosaurs of long ago.